Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year, Ryan Robinson. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
So almost ready to get underway, and starting in this one, Matthew Mason. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Irwin makes the catch for the out. One away. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Nick Green.
He's near the top of the league in RBIs, and he's become a guy that they can count on to come through in big spots, and he has not disappointed. Man, pretty impressive. Top 5 in RBI in the National League.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And now the first baseman, number 15. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Now this is in the air down the line. Canzone turns, moving to his left, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Number 48.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, number 48. 3 for 14 in the series. That one's in there. Strike one.
Now, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
0-1 now. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second here. One gone. Now he breaks his bat. To first, and he beats it.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nick Green. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And stepping in is the speedy Denny. 8th in the National League at RBIs. Mason throws over, and he dives back in safely. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. Green, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. And now 2-2.
It's a good take.
Two now. Stays alive. And the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He sends it out of here. His 12th of the season. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And that's in there for strike 1. Singy, Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick by the Orioles in 2015. Here's the thing that gets me, though. He owns his own karaoke machine. And can I tell you, I've never done karaoke in my life.
You got to try it sometime.
Singy, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Yeah, probably some song that...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back-to-back base hits. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's Jesse Winker. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Mountcastle coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. In there. He scores. And it's 4-0.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Deal 1. To the right side, and that's just foul.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The pitch.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch misses. 2-2.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Kicks and deals. And that's outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Third home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Matthew Mason departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher on here, Kyle Hendricks.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So 2 away with nobody on. Cooper Taylor, the next to hit for the Reds. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. Swing and a foul straight back. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. Into the bleachers and gone. Here's a speed threat, Brandon Newman.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
They say you win.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bounce back to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the Cubs coming up. Welcome back. Our starter in this one, Cooper Taylor. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Number 11 leading things off and takes a strike. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Check swing, no appeal.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Calls it in, and there's one away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Kolten Wong.
And Boog, you know he's happy seeing a righty out there on the mound in this one. I mean, over 300 against righties on the year, so definitely you expect him to try to tack on a few more points of batting average with a couple of hits. Should be a good matchup for him in this one.
And now the center fielder, Grant Irwin. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Taylor, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, and he works in a slider. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
The 1-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Here's a 1-2. This one high in the air to left center. Winker should have it. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher,
Ryan Robinson getting ready to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. There's a strike.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here.
And now the 0-1. And that one in the air center field. Winker makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 15. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to the left. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
In now for the Reds, number 48. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Ball.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball one. Singy, this guy's put together a pretty amazing career. 8th round pick by the Rangers in 2011, traded to the Cubs for Ryan Dempster a year later. I don't think they thought they were getting a guy who would lead the league in ERA as he did in 2016. And the 1-0. They say it went.
Yeah, and I don't think when they traded for him that he would end up becoming starter with the most postseason starts in Cubs franchise history. So, you know, a guy that's very cerebral, understands what he's doing out there on the mound, and sometimes those guys can be tougher than the high velo guys.
Ball two.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. That one off the mark. Ball three. At the belt and fires. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Nick Green, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Bounce to the right side, and it goes just foul. The pitch. Got him looking. And 2 away now.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. I'll tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you
run around the move. He swings and fouls one off. And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 now. Out towards right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Reds leave one and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Garrett Irwin. And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And takes low for ball one. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Lifted in the air, right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Winker should have it. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6, the second baseman,
Colton Wong up to hit. Entered the game as a pinch hitter last night. Back in a starting lineup for this one. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Newman pulls that one down, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Here at Wrigley Field, on to the 3rd inning. Now it's going to be Ryan Mountcastle. Hendricks back to work. Mountcastle measures 6 feet 4 inches. Batting 6th in today's lineup. And he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. 0-1 down. Rip towards 3rd. Fires over to 1st. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Here's the center fielder, Jesse Winker. Singled and scored his first time. Jesse Winker, a former 1st-round pick, a guy who was drafted originally by the Reds. He was an all-star starter in 2021 in that National League outfield with Brian Reynolds and his then Reds teammate Nick Castellanos. And it's 1-1. He was born in Buffalo, so that means he's part of Bills Mafia. He's a big Buffalo Bills fan. That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. Left-hand batter waits. That's through there for a strike. Two.
Can't lose, Bull.
On the ground and foul ball. Three-2 on the way. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The wide to kick the pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and now Elly De La Cruz. De La Cruz getting the start at second, 22 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And now the count is even. Two outs. And 1-2. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Trey Mancini now.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Taylor, a righty that throws with power. Just 19 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And here it comes. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Nick Ahmed here to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
And the 0-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder.
And up next for Chicago, Dominic Canzone. Just one hit and 10 at bats so far in this series. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
The wind and the pitch. That one at triple digits.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And a pitch. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he deals. Left field. Mountcastle settles under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Cooper Taylor. The pitch. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
That one hammered left field. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab.
Well, that's a great effort just to get to that one, and an even better one to take on the wall and hang on to the baseball for the out.
Brandon Newman, the next to hit for the Reds. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. First pitch, and he just misses.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
And there's a ball. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Next for Cincinnati, number 15. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
back low.
The 1-0. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Hendricks throws over. Newman back easily. Newman stands at first with 1 out. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Double play ball to second. Ahmed for 1. Throw to first, safe.
The batter, number 48.
Now here is number 48.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Righty to the plate. There's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped. That's back. And gone. A shot to left. His 19th home run of the year. It's 9-0.
Not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Nick Green. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Ripped on the ground to second, to first, and the inning is over. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 9-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, number 11. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Here comes a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. Oh! A soaring shot to center. His 11th of the year. It's 9-1.
good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
At the plate, Grant Irwin. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And a strike in there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Popped up. Makes the grab, one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So up now for Chicago, Ryan Robinson. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Clips the corner, strike one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line to left. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The lefty, number 4, Garrett.
2 outs, base is empty. Garrett Irwin, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
There's a strike.
1-1.
That's in there, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Adrian Sampson on the pitch here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's the Reds catcher, Denny. He's already homered in this game.
Number 2.
It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Right-handed reliever. Check swing, no appeal. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Here's a 3-0. This one popped up right side. Wong under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now back, the left fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 2. First offering and it just misses. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Holloway throwing and getting ready for David Ross. The 1-0. That's out to center field. Irwin under it. Snags it for the second out.
The center fielder, number 33, Jesse.
2 outs, base is empty. Jesse Winker, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swings and misses.
0-1's the count.
That's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Reds down in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Welcome back. John Shammy with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Christopher Morel. The right-hander back to work. And a good eye there. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. That catches the corner.
2-2 the count.
Here's a 2-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And the right-hander deals. Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And it's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And here is Colton Wong. There's a strike. Pitch. Hard hit, knocks it down. He doesn't have a play, and they can't get the out.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at first with 1 gone, and here's the first baseman, Trey Mancini. Chris, you know what they call Mancini?
Boom, boom.
That's right. For Ray Mancini, the famous boxer, it stuck when he started hitting home runs, though, in baseball. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Yeah, good power hitter on the field, but a really good human being off the field. And in fact, in 2021, he was named the AL Comeback Player of the Year after beating stage 3 colon cancer in 2020 and became a real inspiration to many around the league.
That's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Nick Ahmed digs in now. Flied out his first time. And there's a foul ball. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Next one misses. Now 2-2. And the righty deals. And another ball.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
And they're all loaded up.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Slapped foul.
Well, these Reds, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Popped in the air, left field. Irwin makes the grab, 1 down.
The bat, number 9, designated hitter.
Cooper Taylor, the next to hit for the Reds. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Sampson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Right side. Canzone pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's a big power threat. Brandon Newman. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
0-1's the count.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Irwin pulls it in on the run. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 1. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the third baseman, number 11. He's already homered here in this one. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Taylor back to work. There's a strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next offering is downstairs. Next pitch misses. 2-1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Righty delivers. And delivers outside.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fly ball down the line. Green has this one sized up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Grant Irwin will hit next. He's a guy who does it all. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Next offering misses, and 1-1. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Next offering is down low. 2-1. Kicks and fires. And he takes a strike. And a 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on at first with one gone. Ryan Robinson now at the plate. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. That one is upstairs. Robinson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he's a former National League MVP. Kicks and deals. And fouled off. And a pitch. And a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. And that one a little bit high.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
In the air, out towards left center. Mountcastle puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 4, Garrett Irwin.
Man at first, and next for the Cubs, Garrett Irwin. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Irwin, a former All-Star, just 19 years old, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. The pitch. Strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Next one misses. Now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. Irwin around third, but he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel. In there for strike 1.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these 2 teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Here comes the 0-1. That one found hard the other way. Runner at second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 2. Top of inning number 7. Now the number 2 hitter, number 15.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The wide to kick the pitch. And he pumps it a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Tyler Duffy throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Thompson warming up as well. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The wind of the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In the air out to center. Irwin drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 48.
So digging in, number 48.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
Ball one, no strikes.
Ball one, no strikes.
That one pushed foul. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. The pitch. And that's too high. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-2.
Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
One out, base is empty. Nick Green, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Oh, look at the stop. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
One gone, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Denny. Lifted in the air down the left side. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's two down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Ryan Mountcastle. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And it's strike two. Green off of first with two away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Move to first, and he's back in there. At the belt and fires. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the third out. One for the Reds on the homer. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the friendly confines, bottom of the 7th. And now here is Colton Wong. And here it comes. Good eye right there. And that's a little high. That's off the mark. 3-0. There's the strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a ball popped up. That takes care of one. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And up next for Chicago, Trey Mancini. In there, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And now it's even up. That one out to right. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
2 outs, base is empty. So up now for Chicago, Nick Ahmed. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That one drifts inside.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Dominic Canzone, the next Cub to hit. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mountcastle on his way over, tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. And the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2. We're at the top of the 8th and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
The pitch.
Nope, outside.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And downstairs.
2-0.
Runner at first with no outs here. Good eye right there. Righty to the plate. There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And that one is out of here. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 12-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. When a hitter's in a 3-1 count, he's going to force that pitcher to come to him. Throw him something that he can handle. Well, right there, he got a pitch that he could handle, and he made him pay for it.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Keegan Thompson. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 71, Keegan Thompson.
Cooper Taylor, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right-handed reliever. And there's a strike. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. This one in the air right field. That's down. One hops off the wall.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now the third baseman, Brandon Newman. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Taylor stands at second with no outs. There's a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
One now. That one missed.
One strike.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Tyler Duffy up and throwing. No outs. Runner on second. That one in for a strike. 2-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Man at second. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 15.
Number 15, the next to hit for the Reds. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. First pitch just misses. Runner leads away at second. So 2 balls and no strikes. And a pitch. There's the strike, and it's 2-1. And the right-hander deals. Fought off foul. And the pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Taylor around third. He will score, and the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Next for Cincinnati, number 48. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Thompson throws to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-2. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And it's even up. And the righty deals. Misses outside, and the count is 2-2. Righty delivers. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Denny on deck for Cincinnati. Good job to fight that one off. And a 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one 95 to finish him off. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Reds out front, 13-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, number 11. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And the right-hander back to work.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Kicks and fires.
No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
Outside corner, there's a strike. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
And that should be extra bases.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Grant Irwin, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Runner at second, nobody out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Kicks and deals.
Ball inside.
And that one missing low. And he deals. Hard hit right side. He'll do it himself. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next is the catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Robinson. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. First offering misses the mark. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joel Kuhnel loosening up for manager David Bell. Jabot getting loose as well. Runner on at third, one gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And a 1-2. On the ground, right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Garrett Irwin, the next Cub to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Foul ball. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. The next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next pitch misses inside. And that's ball 2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Through 8 full, Reds lead this one 13-3. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. Here's the catcher, Denny.
Number 2.
This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Right-handed reliever. Ripped on a line. Irwin racing over to make the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mountcastle, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-1. There's a strike. The other way, and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And now the center fielder, Jesse Winker. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And he brings it into the warning track. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Reds lead it 13-3. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. New arm out of the bullpen, Joel Kuhnel.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Christian Pache.
And now the DH, Christopher Morel.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Here comes a pitch. Upstairs. Kuhnel, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And the 1-0. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now that second baseman, Colton Wong.
And now it's going to be Colton Wong. That one's in there, 0-1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Tony Santillan appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Ball 1 there. 1-2 now. Stays alive. The 1-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. De La Cruz settles under this one. 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So they're down to their final out. Trey Mancini, the next Cub to hit. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. And a pitch. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency.
And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds take this one in a blowout.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.